guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we are going to talk about Proven Winners Supertunias. I thought it would be fun as I was checking on the plants just to show like a comparison between Supertunias, what they look like and their color comparison and all that together. And you guys can see their blooms together. So let me show you. Okay, we are in Supertunia Alley. Right there are our greenhouses, the two of them. And then back here is our overflow, which has turned into most of our Supertunias. You can see the gorgeous color. And right here I have kind of a lineup of some of the most similar colors that I wanted to show you next to each other. I thought that would be so fun. So there's a pan over where they are over here. So the first one is Supertunia Bermuda Beach, one of my personal favorites. The second one is Supertunia Vista Bubblegum, Supertunia Vista Jazzberry, Supertunia Tiara Pink, which is new for this year, Supertunia Persimmon, and Supertunia Vista Paradise. So out of these three, I have some more I'll show you, but out of the pink, the Vistas are Paradise, Bubblegum, Jazzberry, and that is it. The Vista means that they are going to be an extra vigorous grower, and it is so true. So the most common is Bubblegum, and known for its unbelievable vigor. It can get like a spread of 4 feet by 4 feet and just make a massive bush, big mound. So you can see it's that light pink color, really, really pretty. Next to it is Jazzberry, so you can see how it's a much more fluorescent, cool color. Has pretty close to the same vigor, not quite as much as the Bubblegum, but still really strong vigor. Paradise is new for us this year, so it's a Vista. I imagine it has really good vigor, but I have not grown it, so this will be new for me. This bloom has a white stripe, which I think is really funny, but you can see this one. It's kind of like Bermuda Beach, but more vibrant. So Bermuda Beach is more of a light, tropical pink, kind of like the Bubblegum is light, and then this is more of a dark. But both of these are very tropical. So Bubblegum is not a Vista. It has been improved 2 times, and it has a great, like a medium vigor, and then they improved the blooms to like the color and the strength of them. And then the Tiara Pink was new this year, so I'm not sure, but it has a little more of a trailing effect here, and it should have a medium vigor, and you can see the color pink. It's kind of like Jazzberry, only little pinkier instead of purple, and it has that beautiful white center. So isn't that fun seeing the different pinks together? I love that. I hope that is really fun and helps. And then we have Supertunia Persimmon. Should be a medium vigor, and this one we've grown before, and it's a really nice vigor. And you can see tropical, but very like bright tropical with that yellowish throat there. So there you can see them all together. Isn't that fun? That is so pretty. This one is a little of its own color palette, but it would be fun even to all these pinks, just to include them all together. I love it. Beautiful. So those are like the pinky pink ones. And then let's keep strolling over here. This is Supertunia Royal Velvet. It is a classic staple. It's just a regular, but it does have a really good hardiness to it and a good vigor, and you can see that very dark bloom. In the camera it looks black, but it's just a nice dark royal purple. Beautiful. And this one is if you just want that classic look, it's really, really great for that. It's, like I said, just a very hardy one. And you can see how well, almost like the Bermuda Beach, these guys are just blooming crazy early, which is awesome. And then over here is our Supertunia Saffron Finch. It is not a Vista, so it's going to have a medium vigor, and this one has a great vigor for not being a Vista. You can see it has that beautiful light yellow, whitish outside almost, and real buttery. A great bloomer. This one is an excellent bloomer, as you can see, all the blooms. Okay, over here we have the new Supertunia Tiara Blue. So we saw the Tiara Pink. This one is Tiara Blue. You can see the white a little more, but the tiara might get more white. Sometimes the first blooms are not like true. But I was also going to mention the Tiara Pink is a little bit darker than I expected it to be. The picture looked lighter, so I'll show you guys that in a second. But isn't that gorgeous? Same trailing-ish, I mean, it's not a trailer, but it just looks trailing habit to me, as the tiara pink, but it's gonna make a nice medium vigor, beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous blooms. I'll show you the two different purples. That looks pretty together, but two different shades of purple next to the royal velvet. Okay, I just scooted back over by tiara pink. See the color difference? The bloom versus the tag, so it's darker pink than the tag shows. Gorgeous though. I'm so excited. Black cherry is blooming for you guys. It has not been. So this is Supertunia Black Cherry, new to us as a grower this year. And I'm so, so excited because look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. It is the perfect black cherry color. I'm gonna swing over here for you guys to see. This is not a Supertunia, but our Calibrachoa's redstone. This way you can see the bloom color difference. See how yellowish bright red that is versus this is a dark chocolate cherry red. That is so pretty. It almost reminds me of the darkness of royal velvet in a red form, if that makes sense. Kind of that rich royal color. That's a beautiful one. This is Supertunia Blue Veined. This is one of my absolute favorite flowers ever. It has that beautiful pastel, purpley, bluish, steel blue color, and I wish it was blooming for you guys now, but I have mass planted this in my containers, and it is just such a pleasing, cool color. So that is not a Vista, and it has a great medium vigor. Okay, I found her. Supertunia Priscilla. This is one of my other favorites, a little bit more of a true light purple versus the blue vein was kind of like bluish purple. This one's a little smaller just because it's in a next phase of shipping. I wish it had blooms for you guys, but it is almost, I don't think it's considered a double flower, and it's just delicate and beautiful. I mass plant this in my planters too because I love that color. It is so beautiful. Okay, I went and grabbed Supertunia Hoopla Vivid Orchid from another section because it is on a different side of the nursery, but I forgot to include it in the pinks. This one is really true to the tag. It has a beautiful pinky purpley color with a white, like a thick white edge. It's really gorgeous. We planted this in our tropical area last year and I really enjoyed it. I feel like I'm color matching kind of like paint. I wanted to compare it for you guys. I'd say it's kind of in between the jazzberry and the tiara color, but you can see how all those colors mix together so beautifully. It'd actually be really pretty, like I said, to do a mix of all these pinks together, including Vivid Orchid, because it brings in the white to do a white. You could do Snowdrift. I don't have that here right now. Or you could do the Mini Vista White. That would be so fun. Speaking of Supertunia Mini Vista White, here she is. Okay, so I think we got all the Supertunias. I will let you know if I forgot some. But this is the start of the Mini Vista series. So these are going to be strong vigor like the other Supertunias, but they're going to be more of a compact, kind of tight, ballish shape of a Supertunia if you guys want it more rounded, mounded, kept in versus like trailing out or just like spreading out. And it has a little bit more compact, tidy flowers as well. You can just see how it's kind of bushed up there. So that's Mini Vista White, a gorgeous, gorgeous option. Let me pull it over here for you guys. You can see, I'll just put the orchid tag there. Yeah, look at that, how pretty. Just taking all the colors in for a second. That is so pretty. I have a green stock vertical planter that I might be tempted, if I can pull enough from the nursery that I need, I might make a fun mix like this. That would be really pretty. And then if we go next door to the Mini Vista White, we have Supertunia Mini Vista Ultramarine. This is gorgeous. I'm sorry there's no blooms, but again, this is gonna be a Vista, so it's gonna be nice and compact. Let me run over quick by, oh here, we have some royal velvet here. I don't have to run too far to show you guys the color difference. It's not quite as royal deep purple, but it's a pretty lighter bluish, not bluish, but you know what I mean? It's a little bit lighter of a color there. Okay, I think this is our last one. I will look through real quick in case I missed anything, but we have the Supertunia Mini Vista Yellow, which is, I believe, the plant of the year this year. And I believe that means they pick it as like a top plant, but it's also going to be available in more of the big box stores. So no flowers for you guys. Again, this is a mini Vista, so it's going to be nice and compact. And this one, the tag, I feel like isn't quite true to the flower color. They're more of like a true yellow, but with a little bit of a green chartreuse color. So if we take it over by Supertunia Saffron Finch, the color looks similar on the tag, but I feel like in real life they're not at all. This is like, again, that light yellow color, and this would be more of a yellow greenish color. Really pretty, just two different color variations. Okay guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and my flowers today. I hope this was such a fun video showing all these fun Supertunias. I've been enjoying these blooms like crazy. Since I said this is an overflow section, we have not got the sprinklers set up yet, so we've been hand watering these, and every time I see a new variety blooming, it is so exciting and so fun taking pictures and sending them to Sebastian and our employees. So I just thought that would be so fun and so helpful to see the different colors next to each other and all the differences in comparison. If you guys want to know like size differences, feel free to go to provenwinners.com, or you can go to our website. For shipping is Set Apart Farm and Gardens Ship Now. For local, setapartfarmandgardens.com. And we have all the same information as far as taking care of Supertunias. They do well in containers or landscape, but they love water-soluble fertilizers. So we use the Proven Winners water-soluble fertilizer on our Supertunias, and that will keep the blooms coming and not petering out. And they help in our high humid summers to keep the blooms lasting and the plants not to get so tired. We trim ours. Honestly, we just give it a big bowl haircut in the summer because we have a long growing season. It's like, can be March to November easily. Some people in the north, years stay full and beautiful. You don't need to do that, but sometimes we do that and it really extends their life. But hope you guys enjoyed all these Supertunias. See you in the next one. Bye.